Oholot, Perik Yud, Mishnah Daled. We're continuing to talk about skylights, and now we're getting more intricate, more complicated. Arubot zo al gabzo. Let's say you have two skylights, one above the other. So you have this we're going to look at the Rav Scheinberg's picture. You have like a house, okay, where you have two skylights, one on top of the other. Okay, that's and you can basically see like if there's tuma under here, it's open to the sky. So says the Mishnah, if they have a poteach tefach, tumah babayit. If there's tumah not under the skylight, then keneged arubot tahor. If I have something over the arubot, then it's tahor. Tumah keneged arubot. Again, if I have tumah corresponding to the skylights, under the skylights habayit tahor. Let's go back to our picture, right? If there's tumah in the house, then it's only in the area that's not under the skylight. But here, the stuff under the skylight is okay. And tumah under the skylight, then the stuff over here is also, you can see, is also okay. Okay, that's what the Mishnah says. Mishnah continues. Hatuma bein babayit bein keneged arubot. What if the tumah is between the house, whether it's between the house or whether it's keneged arubot, meaning either one, then Natan davarshu mekabel tumah. So you have two. Now we're going to say either case. If the tumah is whether it's either in the house or under the skylight, Natan davarshu mekabel tumah. Let's say you placed over the aruba, over the skylight, a kli or whatever, something that's mekabel tumah. Bein milmalan, bein milimatan. Whether it's milmalan, whether you put it in the upper skylight or in the lower skylight, then says the Mishnah, hakol tameh. Everything is tameh. So we're going to read this according to the Bartenura. The Bartenura says here, like whether you put it, you have tumah either in the house or you have the tumah ear under the skylight, or you have tumah under the house, and you have the kli here under the skylight. And whether you put bein milamalan or bein milamatan. So the Bartenura says, what does it mean bein milamalan or bein milamatan? Whether you put it at the top of the upper skylight or the middle skylight. And you're talking about a kli. Remember, we're talking about davarshu mekabel tumah. So if you take this kli and you put it, whether you put it on the top skylight, let's look at the picture again, or the bottom skylight. This is what the Bartenura says. Whether you put it here or whether you put it here, the Bartenura says, what does the Mishnah mean? Hakol tameh. Hakol tameh. Afilu masha ba'aliyah. Even in the upper skylight. So the Bartenura is like a really big chiddush. He says, listen, even if I put let's look down here. I have tumah down here. I put this skylight, I block in the skylight. So for sure, all of this is tameh. That's true. The Bartenura says, even this part is tameh. He said, this is an imaginary kli. Even this part is tameh. Everything here is tameh as well. Hakol tameh. Why is hakol tameh? Why? He explains, even though you put it in the bottom skylight, not the top. Why? Since it's mekabel tuma, the ein chotzeitz b'fnei tuma shebabayit. It cannot be chotzeitz. It's mekabel tuma itself, so therefore it can't be chotzeitz. Ro'inoto ki'ilu hu natun b'pi aruba elyona. You envision it as if it's sitting in the top skylight. The ir v'et hatuma and mixes. The Bartenura says what the Mishnah is saying is, since this is mekabel tuma, it's tameh. Therefore, you look at it as if here itself is tameh, and everything here is also mekabel tuma. I want to explain before I should say they explain it a totally different way. They explain the Mishnah a different way. They was like, why would you look at this as if it's above here? And it's tameh. I mean, I understand if it's in the upper skylight, it's fine. Then it mixes everything. But if it's in the bottom skylight, why would you say akol tameh? Why would this kli be tameh? So they have other explanations, ways to understand the Mishnah. You can look them up in the Kahati or other explanations. But that's where the Bartenura says, akol tameh. Even if the kli is in the lower skylight, everything is tameh. But davar she'eno mekabel tuma, let's say you put like a plank or whatever, something that's not mekabel tuma in the skylight, then in the lower skylight, mimenu ulamatan tameh. Therefore, the bottom level would be tameh. Mimenu ulamalan tahor. So he says, if it's not a kli here, you didn't put a kli here, but you put like a plank here or a board, then this area would be tameh, while this area would be tahor. We'll stop here, dedicate our learning. To the memory of my father, Harav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Make it a great day.